are grooved. He's got them very near to the end of their useful life, but he hasn't come in again. Is Ayrton Senna trying to go the whole distance on one set of tyres? Surely not, although Senna has tried gambles of this sort before. Up to Saint-Devote, Prost sitting on Senna's tail. The two of them accelerated a great blast of sound up the hill. Martin Brundle still ahead of them to be lapped over the brow into the Casino Square. And Alain Prost starting to line up an overtaking manoeuvre. I think he's starting to look at where the places would be to look at Senna down to the Mirabeau. And they're very, very close at Mirabeau. They couldn't be closer as they come down to Lowe's. This is the battle for the lead. Ayrton Senna hasn't had his pit stop. He's on worn tyres, whereas Alain Prost is on lovely fresh ones, and they're out of Portière. They're going down into the tunnel now, and Prost has a little look at the inside, but you can't surely overtake in this long, long right-hand curve, which is the fastest part of the circuit. They're out of that now, down to the chicane, on the brakes. Senna clips a curve. That's Brundle going through in front of them. Now towards Tabac, into Tabac, towards the swimming pool, and Prost sitting hard on Ayrton Senna's tail. Is he going to line up for Saint-Devote this time? Out of the swimming pool. 0.9 seconds was the gap at the end of 40 laps, but it's less than that now. And surely Senna must come in. He doesn't. Senna carries on, but Alain Prost is going to pounce surely as they go up to Saint-Devote. Alain Prost looking for a way past. It's the traditional overtaking manoeuvre on the outside, but Senna isn't having it. Senna keeps the door shut, leaves his braking very, very late, and Alain Prost has to wait. Up the hill they go once more. Into Casino Square. We didn't see the Lotus pit signals. We don't know whether Ayrton Senna's going to come in next lap, but Prost isn't going to take any gambles on it. Prost wants to take this lead. Senna keeps the door very firmly shut by keeping to the right of the road as they go into Mirabeau. Out of Mirabeau to Lowe's. Round Lowe's, down towards Portière. And still Senna holding this lead by the narrowest of margins. Into Portière. On into the tunnel again. Flashing through under the lights, out into the sunshine, down to the chicane. Prost as close as he can possibly be without going over the top of Senna. Still, they're not getting very much closer to Brundle. Such is the pace that Senna has now been reduced to, because I think his tyres are getting very, very tired indeed, but he's hanging on to the lead. Waves from the crowd. There's a Alain Prost fan down there somewhere. But Senna still has the lead as they come down to Rascasse. Is this going to be the time that he stops? Yes, he's put his hand up. Senna puts his hand up, and he comes in, and Prost goes through to the lead. Alain Prost back in the lead. Now, how is this Lotus pit stop going? Alain Prost on up to Saint-Devote, all on his own now. There is the Lotus pit stop. Front tyres on. Back tyres on. It's a good one, 9.7 seconds.